Welcome back to Sampstra Games, the place to find new strategy games, and today we're gonna play Grand Tactician: The Civil War. Now this game comes out into early access on August 21st, so this is like a pre-early access preview. Now, this is a war game, but it's real-time, not turn-based, which I think is quite interesting. The game has two different modes. Essentially, you can either play the campaign, in which you can either play by the Union or the Confederates. You can pick your basic policies, which is like a game bonuses, I guess, that you can pick, or perks at the start of the game, and then you play the campaign. In the campaign, you control things like policies, which allow you to, do more recruitment or things like that, and you have diplomacy, and you can assign your finances, and obviously also control your forces so you can move them around and fight. The battles in the campaign are either automatic if they're small enough, or if they're big enough you can enter and play them yourself. Now, currently there's Spring 1861 campaign available, and 1862, 1863 and 4 will be coming soon. What we are going to be doing today is a little bit different. We're going to be playing a historical battle. You can pick one of these 10 historical battles. We'll be playing the Battle of Perryville, where we will be playing as the Union with the 1-star general as opposed to the Confederates 3-star general, but we have way more men, which is pretty cool. These perks on generals are, by the way, are quite cool, because if you played, for example, in the campaign, you can pick them yourself, and you can get some really good options with the perks. For example, you can make them really good at sieging, or you can make it so that their supplies can be moved by air, so it's going to be delivered to them, I believe, faster, and a lot of other cool tricks that you can do, so that's quite nice. So let us begin the Battle of Perryville. Now, I will be categorizing this game as a first look. I have looked at the game before, so it's not quite a first look, but I'm not exactly an expert on the game, so that's why. And also, in August, I'm going to be splitting my daily uploads between my main channel and my second channel, so if you don't want to miss out on any new episodes about strategy games, make sure you subscribe to both. Alright, so here we're given our orders and information. General, the 3rd Corps, Gilbert, is within 3.5 miles of Perryville, the cavalry being near, perhaps 2.5. From all the information received today, it is thought the enemy will resist our advance to Perryville. They're said to have a strong force in and near the place. We expect to attack and carry the place tomorrow. And here are orders. General Bragg is halted at Perryville and is deploying his infantry. Due to delayed movement of 1st and 2nd Corps, the attack planned for 3 a.m. is delayed until October 9th. All corps are to avoid General and J-men on before the necessary preparation have been done and all corps deployed. General Shadarian is ordered to seize Peters Hill after a skirmish between 10th Indiana and rebel pickets. Orders were given to us by General Don Carlos Buell. Alright, so let's start. Gonna look here at our HQ, and we're gonna see kind of like the situation that we're in. So our entire army is eager, the Confederacy is determined. Now then here we can see the conditions. So we can see that the Confederacy is better at essentially everything. They have men in better condition, horses, more guns, better provisions, more foraging, etc. And here you can see the total numbers. Then you could also look at the general overview. So here you can see the fighting spirit is much higher by the Confederacy, their training as well, their readiness to battle is also better, and their intelligence gathering is better. Essentially, they're better at everything except for this, where you can see the amount of men that we have, which is significantly better than theirs. And also the number of guns and things like that. Finally, here we can see our commander report. So as we've been seen in the campaign, the Confederacy general is a much higher experience, so he has more stars, also he has more perks and things like that. Yeah, the only thing we have better is leadership, which is interesting because their commander is better than ours, but okay. And ranking and cunning actually, but administration, initiative, all of those things they seem to be better at. Now here you can see the main map. Alright, so this is the main map, and these white stars are objectives that you can take. So for example, this is, I don't want to zoom too close because I don't want to spoil the surprise that you're going to see in a moment. This is a bull lane objective that we're supposed to get. These blue things over here are our units. Now if you click on this sort of like a mail-like symbol, you're going to gain, actually I'm going to click on another one, then go here. You're going to see that this is 11 division. These connections are telling you which kind of units belong to that division. These are these blue things. And you can also see information over here. So you can see that we have 5,505 men in the 11th division. Currently no losses, 12 guns, and the morale is confident. We had 100% on a mission, the cohesion is intact, training is bad or poor, and the status is idle. Now, aside from looking at the units like this, you can also zoom in, which I really like. And you can actually see your units over here. You can also click on these specific brigades. For example, you can see that this 35th Brigade has 1,340 men. And also you can see all the information like fatigue, strength, cover, and etc. And you could also give them some individual orders if you wanted to, but it's better to command them like this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell these guys to go here towards the bull lane to take over that objective. Now I'm going to grab a different army over here. Actually, I just grab these guys and tell them to go here towards, what is this? Doctor City. I'm hoping that there are not too many enemies there. Now obviously there's fog of war, so we don't actually know where the enemies are. Now if I click play, you're going to notice that our armies, so we gotta wait till the time starts. Yeah, they're starting to move. Yeah, you can see that time has now started, but our armies are not really moving. So why is that? Well, it is because each unit needs to be given an order, and it takes a little while before they gain the order. This bigger range around the unit is essentially like the range in which they take orders faster, I believe, and then once they actually receive the order, then they're going to move around. Now, why is this important? It's because this is a real-time game, so what can happen to you is that you give orders to multiple units at once, like we did to these two, essentially. But only one of them is really moving. This one is moving, this one is not, because this one has not received the order yet to start moving. So unless, yeah, I didn't misclick that, I think. So it's going to take them a little while before they get going. So this is a really important thing, and you want to make sure that you keep an eye on that. Otherwise, you might, try to do like a coordinated attack, and then you end up, well, not doing anything because your people did not get the orders in time. So essentially it's just going to be a consecutive attacks. There's a way to counteract it, and the way to counteract it is that you can, when you tell them to go somewhere, for example, I could grab these guys and do that. I could tell them to go here. Instead of just telling them to go immediately, you could tell them to move either at a signal or at a time. I could tell them to move at a time in 7, I don't know, 20. Click OK. So essentially what this will make sure is that it will give them time to get the order and start moving at that point. So for example, if I were to do a coordinated attack later on, you can see that they, okay, now you can see because of this, they already received the order, so they're ready. And at 7:20, they will start moving. Okay. And this can be a good thing. For example, if I were to have my people here and here, and I would want to do like a attack from a front and a flank at the people in here, if there's someone there, I could do it like a timed attack and make sure that they will move at the same time. Obviously, I have to calculate like the time it takes for them to get there, but still. Now, when your people are moving, you can also give them different kind of orders. So you can tell them how you want them to move. So first of all, I can click here to stop them or to say double time, which essentially will order them to move faster, but it will kind of make them more exhausted. So they'll be a little bit worse than normal. Then you could tell them to, you could go to the commander control here, and you could either tell him to rally his unit, in which case he will sort of like make them a bit excited, a bit happier, but it will make them delayed, so it will take them longer to go. So this could be useful if you are waiting for another part of an army. You could rally this other part so that they get excited about fighting. Then here you can like detach one of the army, things like that. You could allow initiative. This means that it will allow the commander to react to threats while moving his troops. He will stop his units to engage and continue movement if this path is cleared. So this is pretty cool. I might want to keep that on. Here we can tell how we want them to move. We can tell them to use roads, use high ground, or use cover. So if they use cover, they'll be a little bit slower, but they will be protected if enemy shoots at them. Use high ground obviously just means use high ground, which is going to be beneficial for things like shooting and things like that. And use roads will make them use roads. Be careful about the use roads feature, because what I did in my test games, I told them to use roads from around here to move to here, and what they did is they tried to go through this kind of way around. I think they crossed it here, but they went through this road, and it was a really big problem because if there were some enemies there, could get like decimated. So it's definitely something to watch out for. Now it has been 7:20 already, so these guys now started moving just like the rest of them. Okay, now I'm going to continue with my instructions here. I do like watching them kind of like in real life, kind of move them around while we talk about things. So then if we had some cavalry, we could give orders to them, but we can. We do have, however, artillery, so we can tell them to either do bombardment, concentrate artillery fire in a massive bombardment using rapid fire, needs preparation, RMC, right mouse click on target area after command was given, hold right mouse click to charge the size of the area. To change the size of the area. So this is definitely useful later on, but we're probably going to do that. Then we could have counter battery fire, fire at will, is also another option. Then we're going to jump to infantry here, where we could tell them to lay down, which will give them better cover, but reduces the rate of fire significantly. Or skirmishers, deploy or call companies of skirmishers. So if it's gray, it means that it's not applicable. If it's yellow, it means that you can turn it on. If it's red, it means that you turn it on. Some of these are like one-time orders, so if you turn them on, then the rest of it will be gray because you already issued the order, and then only once they finish the order or you stop it, then you can do the next, give out the next order, so it stops being gray. So we're going to speed up the time a little bit because we want to make sure that people are going to get there. We should probably focus here on this Doctor's Creek, but it seemed like we'll be able to get to that first. We have our 1st Brigade up in the front, which is kind of fitting, with 2,256 men who are very eager and excited. They're under Colonel Moses B. Walker, who has 2 stars. Not enough experience to give him a perk, unfortunately, but once we can do it, we're definitely going to do it. Right, now with this particular unit, we could tell them to have a different formation. Can they have a single line, or we could have a square or attack column. Deformation for charge into melee, vulnerable and lacks firepower. Could also give him some of the infantry attacks, like attack in long range, medium range, or short range. Charge. Use skirmishers or the lay down. We already talked about that, and that is it. We could also detach it for the army. And finally, we could tell it to like stop or to move faster, but we're going to leave all of that alone. Now, you can see we're keeping move into Doctor's Creek. So far, we haven't seen any enemy units here, so there seem to be none there. Otherwise, we would have seen it by now. So, oh, actually, okay, so there's a unit here. We don't know much about it because we haven't seen it. We only know that they are in cover. So we definitely want to shoot at them later. Do we have any artillery? We do have some artillery here. So an option would be to move a little bit closer with this specific unit and try to see if we could set up our artillery to do the bombardment. And not quite yet, but maybe when they're standing, we'll be able to order them to kind of try to shoot at those guys, because that would be quite nice. We'll see, we'll see. Now, how are we doing down here? Okay, so we actually got the Doctor's Creek. That's great. So we're going to click here. Dr. Creek is taken. General, I'm happy to report that the men of my brigade have captured Doctor's Creek. The morale in my brigade is currently eager with no casualties. Yeah, that went very well. How are the rest of our armies doing? We're almost here near the... Oh, actually, we already got it. Sorry. The rotation thing is a bit... not my favorite. General, I'm happy to report that the men of my brigade have captured Bull Lane. Perfect. These guys... Oh, no. I didn't mean to click that. Okay, good. I was worried that I gave them some sort of order that I didn't mean to. Right, sorry. Now, they are standing in. Now, could we now tell the artillery to do that? Yes, so we could give them bombardment at these guys. How close? Yeah, they're gonna need move that close to shoot. Now the question is, will the enemies be able to shoot at them back? That's essentially what I'm wondering, because if they can, I'm not sure that I want to let them do this. In that case, we might have to sort of fall back. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I want to do like a combined attack from back and forth, but these guys are not ready. They're not in position. Are you firing? I want you to bombard that. Oh yeah, they're doing it. You can see that that guy gave them the order. And now they should hopefully do it. Come on, do it. Why aren't you shooting? I want you to do bombardment on them. If you could do that, I would appreciate it. We just need to wait. Possible that we're like not in range, but I did tell them to go closer, and they chose to go in that position, so they should be able to do it. But they're still not shooting, which is bothering me. I tell you to go a little bit closer. Oh, now it's the bombardment. Okay. I don't want to bombard that. I want to bombard this. Right, you know what? We're just gonna do like a big attack. We're gonna grab all of these guys, tell them to go this way, and we'll tell them to go at 8:50. And then we'll tell this big group to go this way. And we'll tell them to go at 8:53, 54, because we do want to give these guys some time to go there. Then we're also going to say to these guys, oh, we cannot allow initiative, okay. I'm really irritated with this. Like, you should have been doing the bombardment. I think maybe we had to do the bombardment in a range. But like, I did tell them to attack and they just like weren't gonna do it. Oh. Yeah, it's a bit irritating. Never mind. Never mind, I guess. Alright, so we're now waiting. It's now 49, so these guys should start moving. Hopefully they'll actually get there in time. Yeah, come on, let's get going. Should probably go into attack column, by the way. We might need to tell them like double time because the other guys are gonna be like super fast. So please hurry. Yeah, I think they're just preparing into formation. And so it's taking them a really long time to get this thing going. Yeah, okay, they're moving now. Yeah, why is this artillery? Okay, the artillery is stopping and shooting. Can we now do the bombardment is my question. If I turn it on, can I now tell you? No, doesn't do the thing I want to do. Turn the bombardment off. Okay, now we're at least shooting at them, but it doesn't quite do what I wanted it to do. Yeah, I think it's because the bombardment has to be in a really close range. So it's not helpful. Never mind. Alright, the rest of them are moving. The units here in the back are moving as well. So we're getting this attack column here. You do have... No, we do not have cavalry. This is just like a regular brigade. Okay. Do we want to set them like... Yeah, we got medium range and charge... we could... No, I don't think we need to charge them. We'll just shoot at them from two directions. I think that's fine. Our artillery here should be shooting when they can. I do like a fire at will at those guys. I think they just can't shoot that often. It takes them a while to prepare it, I think. Alright, well, we've got it now. We could pick the specific brigades like this one and give them a specific position from where we want them to shoot. For example, we could tell them, hey, I need you to be here. And we could tell them like to go like charge at the enemies and things like that. And then we're going to shoot at them. Now, our other guys in the back, you also go and shoot. Yeah, they're going in straight and shooting at them, which is great. And we're doing pretty well here. Seem to be shooting. We're not quite shooting from behind yet, but soon. Maybe we shouldn't be in this such a big lump. Let's move this way. They're outflanked, yeah. Okay, so we do get the bonus from being behind them already, which is great. And then we're gonna start shooting some, doing some high damage. Where is my artillery on this side? Oh, what is this? This is just a brigade. Oh, it's here. No? Yes, okay, it's here. Yeah, so it's already shooting, which is great. Could we manage to do the bombardment here? I'm really disappointed that I can't seem to make that work. It said to order the thing and then hold right click. I'm holding right click, it's not doing a thing. Okay, now, yes! Okay, so you have to wait till the order is delivered. You cannot give it immediately. Okay. So please bombard it now. Could you do that for me? Come on, do it for me. Yeah, I think we are we doing it? I think so. Keep watching this. Come on, bombard them. I have faith in you. You can do it. Yes, now we're shooting. Yes. Okay, that went well. That went really, really well. They have 1,700 people and a lot of casualties. Now we're gonna do the same thing on this side. Now that we finally learned how to do this, we're gonna do it now. So we're gonna wait for the order. Just coming from here, it seems. And then once they gain... Oh yeah, you can see that that guy's moving. Once he's gonna be in there and give them the order, then we're gonna right click. Right? Yeah, okay. And we want to do it at 9:47. Perfect. Good. Could we do another bombardment from here? I don't know if we actually need to tell them to do the bombardment. Yeah, they're doing it continuously. Perfect. That's great. Right. No. Alright, so if we can look at these guys. Still 1670 strength and casualties 23. We're doing pretty great. Now we do get a lot of information here. Church's contact. My battalion has made contact with enemy troops from infantry brigadier general Little while following your orders. I'm deploying my command ready for battle and awaiting orders. Okay. Then we've got McCook and Springfield Pike is taken. Great. And the shop's in contact as well. So we have taken this already, which is fantastic. We also know that there's some the Confederates have taken over these two objectives, and we've gained a new unit up here. So we're gonna grab that, and we're gonna tell them to go where? I guess we should get ready for Perryville, so I'm guessing we'll tell them to go maybe this way. Just go normally. We should, I didn't give him the initiative. I should have given him the initiative. Oh, well, never mind. So that I would allow him to, like, kill anyone who comes nearby. Did we gain the guys on the bottom here? Yes, we did. So we gain these guys as well. You could just see. Yeah, they're still moving to here, so we're just gonna let them move there and then we'll control them once they're a bit more ready. Now you can see that they're moving a little bit forward in this battle information. Now we have our majority of our units here. Okay, they are running away. Could we charge them? I would like you to charge them. Oh, we can't. Okay. They're running. I kind of wish we could like destroy them, but I don't think we'll be able to, so. We could try with this unit. Like try killing them, but it's going to take so long to give them the orders, I think. It's going to take forever for them to go. If I tell you to... not much I can tell them. I could tell them to double time, but it's not worth it because these guys are running for their life, so they'll always be a little bit faster, I think. Well, I actually think this is a good time to end the episode. So we've taken over Springfield Pike. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.